Welcome to the Imperfect Dads Podcast. This is your host, Devin. We believe dads care deeply about their family and kids, but they don't always have a space to discuss what their life looks like. Our podcast is a space for dads to discuss the ups and downs of fatherhood and how they feel like they're holding it together or how they're not. Thank you for joining us for this episode. This podcast is part of the Never a Face Network. Make sure to follow them on Instagram or go to the website neverafacenetwork.com. On this episode, we have on Kaylee and Mikey from the kids band Bug Friend. They recently released an album called Alphabops, where they made a song for every letter of the alphabet in all styles of music. You can find it anywhere you stream music. This interview was really fun. Kaylee and Mikey have a very similar weird sense of humor as I do, and it was really easy to talk to them. We talked about having 2 kids, minivan decisions, being considered a geriatric parent, getting married during COVID, Kaylee's job as an event planner, the story of Kaylee performing all of Tapestry by Carole King, and the differences between performing kids' music and music for adults. And also just like one more thing.
Dad, just start the episode.
So, yeah. Anyway, let's start out with a really simple question. How many kids do you have? Ages? All that good stuff.
Oh, God.
Oh, come on.
We have
2 kids.
Lovely girls.
Lovely daughters.
We're expert parents. And so we're just really eager to like share our
expert POV.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, we have 2 daughters. One just turned 4 and the other one is 2.5. They're a very cool 20 months apart. Very chill.
Yeah, of course. No stress whatsoever. No, you guys totally remember the last 2 years. Totally. Like every detail of all of it.
Detail. Yeah.
I have 3 kids. I have a 9 and 7-year-old daughters and a 4-year-old son. And my 2 oldest are 23 months apart. And if you ask me what the first year of the second kid's life was like, I'm just like, like I have no idea.
They stayed alive and that was great.
Like, I think when the second one was born, we ended up putting our firstborn's bed in our bedroom because nighttime was such a process. And like literally we'd put her to bed in her bedroom by herself, close the door. Then the rest of us would leave the room and she'd be like, she had a hard time falling asleep. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course. You just watched your entire family leave your room by yourself and say, we're going to go do something else. So that was one of the ad libs I remember us doing was just like, okay, we're just going to put her bed in our bedroom. Like we can't keep fighting for bedtime and we're all going to be exhausted no matter what. So it's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah. I feel like that second kid ends up like learning how to sleep by themselves better, because you're not all like, you don't have the time to be like so.
Yeah, with our first kid, we were
so
like
precious about it.
Yes.
She only slept in a travel bassinet. One person would lay on the edge of the bed and like rock it all night long. And the second baby's just like,
all right, good night.
I'm good.
See it. Yo, totally. Our first kid was like, dark room, swaddled, brown noise specifically, not white noise.
Not pink.
Not green.
Not pink or green. Also an audio nerd, so I'm glad you know this. That was the frequency range that she liked. Swaddled, everything against your chest, and then like the very slow and delicate dismount like into the crib and then walking away. And then second kid was like, all right, you're in this room and all the lights are off and I have to go see why the other child is screaming and I hope you fall asleep by the time I get back. See you later.
Have a great night.
Have a great night. See ya.
Well, I've heard that the third kid then is like you sort of like let go of some of your.
Yeah, what's that like for you?
How does that feel?
So the third kid was also a different gender. So like everything was like different. We also, whenever he was born, our oldest started kindergarten. So like it was kind of like it was interesting because like I don't know how much of it we were like letting go with him or being chill with stuff. I also for the first 2 kids I worked full time and my wife worked full time. And by the time we had our third kid, I was a stay-at-home parent. So like we didn't deal with like daycare or any of that stuff for the third kid. So everything seemed easier, but also we weren't dealing with so many logistics that we were before. So I don't know. Do you guys want a third yet? How do you feel?
Nope. It's not going to happen.
Not in the cards.
It's not.
We have made sure of that.
You have made sure of it. Miracle of God, I think, is what the surgeon says if something happens.
Yeah, a miracle of God.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Well, we're not praying for that type of miracle.
No.
We're good.
I mean, it's the difference between like we had to go like we couldn't do like a car anymore. We had to do like a third row SUV or a minivan. Like, the things you don't want to go into the minivan life, like, does anyone really want that?
We have a friend that just got a minivan, and it's pretty sick.
I never thought I'd be like,
oh.
dude, hey, so what you got in there?
What's the gas mileage? Is that city or highway? Like, what do you?
It was a Toyota, so I bet the gas
capacity of your trunk? Can you mount one of those pods on top?
Oh my gosh. But also, if you guys are like doing shows around town at all and need more room for gear, like you can, I'm not trying to sell you in the minivan, but it could have some benefits for you guys.
All right, we'll check that out after.
I don't have a minivan. I have a third row SUV. So I'm still denying the minivan life right now.
All right. Respect.
We have the third row too. We have not had occasion to use it, except for maybe once.
And it's a Volvo, which I think is like barely an SUV, like a Volvo wagon. That third row is like
real small.
It's not the third row of like an Explorer.
No.
You know, it's like a third row for a child under 12.
Yeah.
There's no legroom. There's no legroom back in that third row. I'm 6'4", and like if it was like Devin goes in the third row, I'd be like, oh no, that's not. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna get an Uber. That'll be fine instead. Okay, so no third kid. That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's a lot. I'm not gonna act like it isn't.
Yeah. I'm like, I I feel kind of like old a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's just the current ages of our kids making me feel old, but you know, I'm like, I don't know.
We're older.
We're older parents. Sometimes, you know, we go to the park and I'm like, oh,
why are these teens here? And then we realize
these are the
27-year-olds. They're not teens.
No, they're not.
Kids.
Yeah. You don't have to divulge your age, but
how old are you? Now I have to ask. If you think you're older, if you think you're an older parent, how old are you?
I'm 47.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Am I not? I'm 46.
I think you're 46.
Yeah, I think I'm 46. So I'm so old, I don't even know how old I am.
7. The audience can do the math. He was born in 1979.
1979. So you're 55 years old.
Yeah.
He's really on that cusp of
starting my career. Ready to move on my own.
We're on the cusp of Gen X and millennial.
Yes. Well, really? I thought like 81 was like when millennial, the time frame started.
Yes, but you don't really, you could speak for yourself, but you don't really identify as Gen X.
I feel like you're
in between.
I'm an in-betweener. They did invent like a name for it, like millennial or something. I feel
Zennial. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of those words that you just read and you never say out loud to people because you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of those.
I'm a geriatric mother, or I had a geriatric. Let me make this transition really quick. Talk about me. I am not as old as my husband.
Okay, but you're over 35.
But I was over 35 when I had my children. And in the state of Washington, we call it advanced maternal age.
Okay.
Geriatric pregnancy, which is, I think, also how it is referred to, which is...
It is.
So kind and generous.
It's so kind. So kind. Yes. No, we had our third kid whenever my wife, I think, was 33, almost 34. And it was always hilarious to think of, like, if you're a year older, you would have had to do so many more scans, like so many more tests and all that, because medically you're technically geriatric in like the prime physical health of your life.
Yeah.
So, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yep. Anyways, so I think that part of our age is what has determined our.
Yeah, of course.
We don't want to have, and I only ever saw 2 kids. I only ever envisioned myself having 2. I never thought about 3. But I think if we were, 27.
Yeah.
Millionaires.
And millionaires.
Yeah.
About having a third kid. But here we are. We love our kids.
Here you are. That's
We're
great.
We're so grateful. They're happy. They're healthy. They're funny. They're smart.
Awesome.
They're cool.
What like phase of life are they in? Like whenever they play, like what type of games do they play? Are they big into like dress up and storytelling right now?
Yes.
Huge.
Yeah, dress up, storytelling, fighting over sporks and things like that.
Oh, yeah, everything. Yeah.
And
they're into like sister on sister violence.
Sister on sister violence.
Yeah. Very underreported crimes.
Very underreported.
Totally. They really like reading too. They like get into their books and they'll actually sit there for a while and just read, and that's very nice. Or if they're playing together without yelling at each other, then we're just like back away slowly.
Yeah. Oh, you don't mess with it. Sometimes at our house it'll be like 7 p.m. and all 3 kids are in a good mood and enjoying each other, and then we're like, we should really be starting bedtime. But then you look at each other and you're like, but we've been waiting for this moment the entire day, in which they act like they like each other and entertain each other the entire time.
Is there something about that Because we've noticed that it's like post-bath, pre-bed, where they will be in their room and not trying to kill each other.
Yeah.
And it's like this very special. Is it because they're so worn down that they're like done
I don't know.
fighting each other, or like
I
what's
don't
the
know.
science behind it? Because we have that same experience too.
I imagine they know I'm about to come in and say, "All right, this due bedtime," and
Yeah.
there's like, even though I've never specifically stated, "Hey, it's great when you guys play well together. You can stay up later." I've never said that phrase to them. I'm not going to let them know that's an option. But for some reason, it's like they just intuitively know, like, hey, if we're nice to each other and we aren't fighting, our parents let us stay up later.
Yeah,
It's just ingrained in them somehow.
That's the science.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, yeah, when they start screaming, you're like, all right, it's bedtime.
Yeah. And there's like always the line of like, you want to cut it off like before 7:30, because I feel like at 7:31, then they start fighting. And I'm like, I don't know why. There's like some fine tuning of how to wrap it up before it gets to be bad. And I still don't feel like I know what time that is, because it's like sometimes 7:31, they're screaming at each other. Sometimes 8 p.m. they're still good. So I'm like, I don't know. I just want to not be responsible for something for like 30 minutes. That's fine. Can I do that?
Word.
I feel like the one thing that I found is that it's just all of it is unpredictable. You know, you think you got it all figured out, and then it's like, oh no, it's totally different. You know, I feel like in the infant stage, it was like every 3 days it would be completely different. You know, and then like it got a little bit longer. You know what I mean? But it's still going to be changing all the time.
Yep. My favorite example of that is comfort techniques. Because I feel like my firstborn, all the comfort techniques were one way. And then I tried them for the second kid, and that kid hated every comfort technique that I created. And then the third kid hated both of the style of comfort techniques. So like every day was just like a destruction of my ego and being like, I'm going to make things better and making everything worse.
Yeah. Very much.
Quite spiritual, really.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is.
Beginner's mind, impermanence.
Yeah. What is anything? Can anyone really predict anything that happens in their day? The answer is not really. What book series are they into?
No, they love Peter Rabbit and all of like Beatrix Potter, all of her stuff, which is
great. And like written for another time period.
Very much
Some
so.
of the words were like, what is a...
Oh, there's things I don't know what that is.
What are they even talking about? And she uses presently a lot.
Presently?
Presently.
Oh, that's so proper
and then
feeling.
To bring you back into where you're at. And it's also quite violent, you know?
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. There's like guns and killings and all kinds of stuff like that.
And
are like,
their dad has died and was put in a pie, and they're always reminded of that. Like,
what?
Yeah.
The rabbits. Rabbit's dad was murdered by Mr.
Okay.
Human neighbor.
Yeah.
And then was put in a pie by Mrs. And fed, and they ate their dad.
Okay, for a second there, I thought you meant that like the bunnies ate the pie for a second. Like
No, that's even darker. That would be darker.
I don't think they go to cannibalism.
No, not yet. That's book 10. That's book 10.
We do have the complete series.
Trix was kind of like, I'm out of story ideas. What do I need to make? I'm trying to get on the bestsellers list here. What do I got to do here?
Beatrix Potter, Harry Potter.
Actually, if you haven't seen Peter Rabbit 2, that is part of the plot of the live action.
Really?
Peter Rabbit 2 is that she's forced by a publisher to come up with crazy ideas for the rabbits. But they're super into Beatrix Potter. They like a Disney princess.
Yeah. Did you guys grow up on Disney? Did you ever expect to have to like care about Disney princesses?
I grew up on Disney.
Okay.
For sure.
I grew up on like VHSs of, like
select,
4 or 5 Disney movies that were.
I didn't realize that I would really love Disney so much
as
an adult and be like, really get into, we really love like Bobby and Kristen Lopez and super look up to them.
Yes.
Yeah. The music is awesome.
The music behind Frozen, the husband and wife team. Love an Alan Menken.
Mm-hmm. My God. Very much so, yeah.
Really obsessed with Alan Menken. What a king. I'm surprised at how Disney Plus forward we are as parents.
I know, it was kind of terrifying like a couple of weeks ago, like, you know, when it sort of became political issue, we were like, oh no, what are we
same.
We like that so much.
I was like, I love Jimmy Kimmel, but I love my sanity.
Thank you for restoring Jimmy Kimmel. Now on to other news.
Yes.
I mean,
We love a Disney Plus. We love a PBS too, though.
Mhm.
We love a Molly of Denali. May really likes Molly of Denali.
it's newer, but it's very cool. Yeah.
It's not even that new, but
Oh, well,
I think
yeah.
they've got like 20 seasons of
Do
Molly
they?
of
Wait,
Denali.
really?
Maybe 12.
That's still a lot.
Love a Molly of Denali. We are a house divided about Daniel Tiger.
Really?
I don't like Tiger.
Why not?
I just feel like he's a little too. I don't know. Just he's always got a problem. You know what I mean? He's just. And I don't like I mean, just to talk about audio a little bit, there's something about the like high frequencies in that show that just drive me crazy. I don't like the shows where they're like na 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 na, and I feel like I get that from Daniel Tiger, but I like Bluey, like,
Yeah, of course.
But they don't talk they talk as
They
children.
talk like
they
normal.
don't talk
Of
as
course.
fake children.
They're not like fake children. I think they might
Yes.
be played by.
They are played by real children.
They're played by real children.
Whose identities are covered.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Yes. Well, okay, so Daniel Tiger is written by or was produced by the same person who did Blue's Clues. And I feel like it's that style of like looking directly at the camera and talking in upper registry and asking questions the entire time. And it's like this voice the entire time.
Yeah.
And that's hard. That voice is hard for me also.
Oh, okay, good to know. It's not just me.
Mikey, a little context is that Mikey has been performing as Mikey the Rad Scientist for the last decade. And his music is very, like your music is not like this is for little kids. Like it's kind of very inclusive that parents would like it and kids would like it. And it's like, you don't show up as, even though I guess that is kind of like a persona, but like, you're not dressed up in a science suit. And like, you just kind of show up as you are, which I think kids are so punk, really, at the end of the day. And they like recognize game where they see you when you're playing live and like, they don't actually, well, I like Daniel Tiger. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on the record. I think that kids also really appreciate authenticity at the end of the day.
Yeah, I do too.
But there's some bops in Daniel Tiger, like "Good Night, Son" is
good.
That's a good song.
No,
yeah,
not a
there
fan.
is a.
And also, the dad's voice sounds like this the entire time. Hey, Daniel, how's it going?
Yeah.
Good night, son. Good. Yeah, no, it's.
I haven't even watched enough to know the characters.
Done. No, yeah, we don't watch it when Dad's around.
You don't?
Yeah.
Your level of dislike of Daniel Tiger is that high.
There's just stuff that Dad doesn't do.
I'm not very like, you shall not. But with Daniel Tiger and with Super Kitties.
Super Kitties.
Oh, Super Kitties is the worst.
I can't take
Okay, but I'll tell you about Super Kitties. I didn't think it was a real show. And our kid, Maymay, our oldest kid, came home and was like, I want to watch Super Kitties. And I was like, okay, that's not a real show. And I looked it up. I was like, we'll watch Super Kitties, like putting it into the TV. And I was like, this is a real thing. Show.
This is a real thing. And now I've pressed play. And now they know it's on our TV.
We're really deep into Super Kitties.
You've done it.
I am a little bit more lax. I'm like, you guys love books. You guys, you live on a couple acres. They're like in the garden and in the nature all the time. And I'm like, they can watch a little Super Kitties.
Yeah, I gotcha.
On Disney
I disagree.
Plus. So Dad doesn't do Super Kitties. Dad doesn't do Daniel Tiger. Dad doesn't do marbles. And we've just learned that Dad doesn't like crafts. You will do craft. You don't like a craft.
Here's the deal. I love art. I think I love painting. I love drawing. I love
That's
all this
different
stuff.
than crafts.
It's different than crafts. What I don't like is like
pom-poms. Okay, you can speak for yourself.
Let the man state his own preferences.
I can't stand pom-poms. I don't like glitter.
I just wanted to remind you.
Glitter is a lot. I will agree with you with glitter. Glitter is a lot. It's like whenever you go to the beach, you come home and there's just sand everywhere. Then a month later, you still find sand somewhere. And you're like, why is this still here?
Kinetic sand, I don't like. I like real sand.
Okay.
But like the kinetic sand, I like it if I'm playing with it myself.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it getting everywhere, and then like it's like feels like it's made out of microplastics, and it's maybe
it probably is.
But I think the main thing is like I don't mind crafts if I'm like fully engaged in participating and being like, yeah, let's put this here, and let's if I'm helping really carefully with the project, I'm down with the crafts, and I can handle pom-poms and glitter and glue and stickers and tape and all that stuff. But like but a lot of the times I like the art because it's like such a cool self-guided activity where they can actually just be there. Be in their own little worlds and just painting and drawing and doing their own thing for a while in peace. And that's what I love. And so like, I feel like when crafts come in, it just gets crazier and that stuff ends up everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm an intolerant dad.
No, what's like the intolerant dad? That's a different podcast. We'll get that's sorry.
Thanks for having me on Intolerant Dad.
I'm here to say what I don't like about being a dad. Daniel Tiger. Okay, what's like the beads? Is it like perler beads where like you put them on like the pegs and then you iron them down? I don't like those because whenever like the kids go to move it to put it near the iron, it falls apart. The kid screams because they just worked on something for an hour. Then the beads fall underneath the table. Then they can't find them. Then you vacuum them up and then they realize like it's a whole thing. I hate those, but my kids love them.
We're like we're just turned 4 and 2.5, so I feel like that's just right.
It's constant choking hazards. Like your 2-year-old would just be like, "Oh, this is cereal. I will eat this now.
Let me inhale this."
Yeah.
Okay, good hot tip. No perler beads.
Listen. I think with crafts, it's just knowing what you're getting into. So it's not that the craft is bad. It's just knowing like if I do this, I have to be okay with a lot of mess. And am I okay with a lot of mess today? No. Cool. Then I shouldn't do this because I'm just going to be mad at my kids for being creative.
Yes, that's the last thing you want to do, right?
It is, yes. So, hey, what do you guys do to fill your time? Do you have a career that interests you? You guys seem to like music. Is that something you're able to do full time, or is there other stuff you do?
Yes.
So we have a small business now. We have an entity, a legal entity, an LLC,
if you will,
and Falco and Co. And that is basically like the way in which we operate in this world. I'll stop.
Is that the ship you navigate through the waters of life?
Yes, Mikey has been playing full-time children's music for the last 10 years. Since when?
Yeah, a long time.
2015.
Okay.
So I go and play at like libraries and schools and like music festivals and like the town strawberry festival and stuff like that, and then Kaylee runs an event
so he was out there, he was playing these shows, doing these strawberry festivals.
Yeah.
And then I came along and I've been a musician for a long time, and I was like, hey, I really like you. And we started dating, and then I started playing with him when he was playing kids shows. And I was like, wait a minute. This is so much fun. This is way punk rock. This is very cool to play a show at 11 in the morning and not 11 at night.
Yep.
And so I started performing with him. Meanwhile, I'm an event producer and have worked in film and television production in the past. And so I have done that as like a salaried employee for places, and I've done that as like a freelance worker. And so Falco and Co. like kind of is like a blanket or what is it called? It's a container for Mikey the Red Scientist, for Bug Friend, which is our collaborative band together, and for all my event production work, because it kind of feels like and then for any like film, like music for film work that we do, or any kind of other creative project-based stuff that we do.
It's a big bucket, and we put all the money into it.
We put it all, And so thusly, your question about health insurance, we buy the health insurance on the market along with all of the other people, using the incredible tax credits that literally allow our family to have
thanks
insurance.
Obama.
Thanks Obama, for real.
Thanks Obama, I really appreciate it.
So why the government is shut down is actually something that is really important to our family and our small business, and we wouldn't be able to have a small business and do what we're doing if we didn't have those tax credits, to be real. Then I'd have to go back, one of us would have to go get a job with an employer and get our health insurance that way.
Yep. Which is a very different life. I mean, it seems like you guys are able to be, I'm assuming you're able to be in control of what directions you guys take with like career stuff. Whereas opposed to like, all right, cool, then we go work a 9 to 5 because it's good to have health insurance because I don't want to go bankrupt because that's not fun.
Yeah. We call when we were like shopping for our house, we were like, everybody we talked to, we were like, are you going to get your house? We're like, oh, well, fingers crossed, our fingers are crossed. And like, I feel like our whole life is like, kind of like a little bit fingers crossed, like, with a little bit of faith and stuff that things are going to work out. But, we said that so much that they like, my friend Toby was like, oh, we're going to call your house Fingers Crossing, which sounds very like Game of Thrones or whatever, like welcome to Fingers Crossing. So we still call it Fingers Crossing.
And actually the like record label that all of our releases are coming out of is called Fingers Crossing.
Really? That's cool. Do you guys have your own
record?
I was just gonna say, do you guys have your own record label, or did you guys start your own record label to
in a
filter
sense,
stuff through? Yeah.
You could just call it a record label.
You could just call it.
I understand. Yeah, it's not the. No, I studied music business stuff, so I'm like, record labels aren't when they used to be. Like, if you got like, you guys are probably funding your own music career anyway, so you guys can call yourselves your own record label, because record labels anymore are more just about helping you publicize it and funding it, kind of.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, if there are any record executives that are listening, we're absolutely super stoked to work with you. Also, people that work on Daniel Tiger.
Love you, Fred Rogers. Yes.
Super Kitties, we'd
love it. Love it.
Any patrons of the arts.
Yes.
We're open. We're open. Our small business is still open to patrons.
We're open for being patronized.
But yeah, one of my, I mean, we don't have a 9 to 5. Like, one of my main clients is a large scale health and wellness event that happens in Florida, and I'm the senior producer of that. And so, I have a lot more flexibility than most people. Like, when on that event, or as other, events pop up that it takes a lot of my time and energy and focus. And so we kind of do go through waves of waves. Just, I don't know, waves of mom being available or mom not being available, or creative partner being available or not being available.
When that happens, do you ever have to like go spend the week in Florida to make sure all the stuff for the event is going all right?
Everyone comes with me.
Really? Oh, cool.
Whole family goes to
beach.
West Palm Beach, Florida, November.
And you guys are in Seattle, right?
We live outside of Seattle.
Cool.
And last year we went not only to Florida, but then to Mexico, which was, I feel super lucky to be able to bring them on jobs. And while some people don't necessarily want to go on the job with mom every time, it is also super cool.
Well, Palm Beach, Florida isn't exactly designed for toddlers.
It's not?
No,
I've never been, so I don't actually know.
Toddlers are really, it's don't bring your toddler.
Okay.
I mean, there's like, if you like Gucci or like Prada or like investment property.
I think that requires more money than I have to have an
think
investment property. I can invest $5 in this property. You're not interested? All right, then conversation's over. Good to know.
It wasn't very walkable, and we weren't like staying on site, and so like where the event was happening. But whereas Mexico was an all-inclusive resort, and that had a Waldorf school on the property.
What?
So our kids went to like Waldorf care during the day for some of the days once we figured it out. But that was cool. I was like, wish every job could be at an all-inclusive resort on the beach in the jungle with a Waldorf school.
And it was like a hippie all-inclusive resort, so it had like organic.
It was all vegan
smoothies every day.
How did you find this resort? That sounds amazing.
I didn't find it, but I went to it and I loved it. Yeah. So that's our jobs.
Did you guys you guys had to get passports for your kids? How was that? So we did passports for our kids, and making our youngest sit still for the picture was hilarious, because he would just like do this really big grin smile and they'd be like, turn your head to the right, and he doesn't know what that means, so he would just kind of like do this in a different direction. So I'd have to like walk up and move his head, and then I would move my hands away, and then they try to take the picture, and then it wouldn't work. How was your experience of doing the passport photos?
I remember Anna, our youngest, was just like a year and a half when we took the pictures. Flawless. A beautiful passport photo. I almost would show you. Like, it's beautiful. May was like just turned 3, 2-ish, just turning 3-ish. And she didn't understand look up, like how to look up, like what that meant. And so like hers, she has this like kind of like attitude.
I'm trying to follow the direction.
But it's like, it looks like she's giving attitude, or she's like stoned. Because she's like,
she raised her eyebrows to do look up.
Trying so hard. Both very cute in their own ways. But yeah.
We got to go to the courthouse for that.
Yeah.
It was kind of a fun journey.
Yeah.
We had to do that also. We had to do like the appointment, like all the official stuff. You had to bring all 3 kids with you. Both parents had to be there. Yeah. But the scheduling like 5 weeks out to be like, we weren't even like going on a trip. We just thought it'd be good to have it.
You are in Denver?
We're in Denver.
So you are on MST.
I am, yes.
I thought you were on EST.
So I always do CST because I don't know what the standard time zone is for everyone. And it used to be CST whenever I scheduled everything. So I still do CST even though I'm an MST.
That's so funny. So this whole time I was kind of right, even though I was wrong.
Yeah, you're rightfully wrong.
I love that.
That's a great podcast too.
Rightfully wrong.
Rightfully wrong?
Yeah.
Oh man.
A justice pod?
Can you tell me what would be happening in Rightfully Wrong?
Yeah.
Rightfully wrong.
To me, it's like somebody that did something that was illegal, but they were justified in doing it.
So
I think you're rightfully wrong. Like you're wrong, but like.
Are you saying it's very like Jean Valjean? Oh, what is it from Les Mis? What's the main character?
Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean. That's it. Jean Valjean.
Or Jean-Luc Picard when he has to. Yeah, there's got to be some examples of like.
You want to follow Jean-Luc Picard? Do you want to go down the TNG?
Well, is there a time when he had to make a decision that was against the rules, but that was actually
there are a lot of times where he broke the.
I'm gonna stick with Jean Valjean for my answer.
Yeah, okay. You're not into Trek. That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah,
he's pretty straightforward of trying to feed his family and all that.
Yeah,
but
trying
to do so.
Called we're super into Trek.
Are you really?
I wouldn't say like
we've kind of chilled out a little bit. We went through a really
intense,
like post COVID, like during COVID.
Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race was our COVID obsession.
Fun.
We got super into Alone too. The History Channel show Alone, where they drop 10 people into the wilderness and they have to survive with like the 5 things that they get to choose.
Okay.
I still find stuff in the basement where I was like, oh, that was our Alone phase.
We bought this because we saw it on Alone. Like we got a bow and arrow set. We got like strikers to like start fires.
Yeah. Like the steel and stuff.
Yeah.
It's flat like this, but then you can like
use like wood for fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like really hyper efficient.
We got very into
portable
Alone.
like fishing gear and stuff. Like, yeah, we could we could survive. We can meet you halfway to Canada.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. That's good. Okay. When do you guys find the time to watch adult TV shows? Because like it's impossible for us to watch TV because I feel like our kids don't fall asleep until like 9 p.m. And by then I feel like we get 30 minutes of TV watching before like my wife falls asleep.
Almost never.
We've gone in waves, but now we're like reading, big readers.
Nice.
So we're reading at night and then also like
doom scrolling.
A lot of doom scrolling. Yeah. Casual hobby. Everyone's into it.
Great way to kind of end the day and ease into a restful sleep.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
And we have done a lot this last year. So like we did this show called Cole Does King. I'm Kaylee Cole and
she's also like she's a great singer and had like a whole like life as a singer named Kaylee Cole, who everybody loves, especially sailors for some reason.
Oh yeah,
she's really
what? Do you sea shanties? No. Are you a siren? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
She's a siren for sure.
No,
somehow,
but
like,
weirdly,
we found,
we've
5 or 6 like sailor people
randomly sales.
Hey, Kaylee Cole.
Oh, you're Kaylee Cole. I have your CD on my ship.
What?
Yeah, it's a weird.
No, it's very weird. And in weird spots. Like the weirdest was like we did during COVID buy a small sailboat and we didn't have kids.
Okay.
And so we taught ourselves how to sail and it was really intense. We were first generation sailors. We don't come from a long lineage of sail people. But we were at like a random island in the San Juans near where we live, fueling up. And one of the sail people that came was like, "Are you Kaylee Cole? I have your CD."
Like face recognition, not like your voice, just like sorry if it was like,
no, I wasn't like,
you were like, you weren't singing.
We love it.
You weren't singing "Men to Their Doom" on the shores or anything like that.
She sang me I
sure did for him. I bring this up because you're talking about TV. I think there was a time in which we watched more TV, Trek for sure, but this last year we've taken on certain homework assignments that have required us to use that little tiny chunk of time that you have when kids are asleep and before you go to sleep to work on our creative projects. And so one of them was this show that Mikey summoned.
Because it sounded cool. So she was Kaylee Cole. Oh, and our first daughter, the only way we could get her to fall. Second daughter. Only way we could get her to fall asleep was by playing Carole King. Tapestry.
Tapestry, nice, yeah.
Start to finish,
which I didn't hate at all.
No, that's good. That's fine.
Yeah, and so we listened to Tapestry like at least 200,000 times. And
yeah, that makes sense.
And, for some reason, it came into my head. I was like, Cole does King. Cole does King. Hey, we should cover Tapestry, the whole record in its entirety with the full band. And Kaylee was like, yeah, okay.
Sure.
So we like learned like Tapestry for months and months and months and months, and then like got our buddies and some really great musicians to like put it on for one night at the Triple Door in Seattle,
at a beautiful venue, and it was super intense. But what it did, learning Tapestry from start to finish. And Mikey played bass, and so there was just nights where like I was sitting at the piano and Mikey is like on the bass, and the white noise is blasting upstairs, and we're just like, I'm in a robe, and we're like, it was almost comical, like how intense that period of time gearing up for the show. Like,
it's like, you know, when you don't want to approach creative projects with like, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Can we just talk about like Tapestry is such like a chill, heartwarming album. The thought of like angrily playing Home Again. I do feel that earth move under my feet. You just
it is.
It was really intense because also like I hadn't played a Kaylee Cole show since right before COVID. So it'd been like 5 years since I'd played like a show of my own. And then it was at a venue. It was like a 300 cap venue.
Oh, yeah.
So it was kind of like a, hard launch. And then we had an incredible band of like friends that play with the Indigo Girls.
Cool.
Brother who's in a band called The Head and the Heart, and just a dude from the Budos band. Like we had an all-star cast of characters who are like very incredible full-time professional musicians. And so I was like, I gotta do good for them too. Like
of course,
I lead this band and lead this show and not just like fake it. And so, which is for me, I've always kind of floated by on my charm and my good looks and my inherent gifts, but I'm not much of a practicer.
Okay.
And so it really stretched me. And Mikey's is an incredible multi-instrumentalist, and you're good at a practice. And you want to practice.
Yeah.
I have a big resistance to practicing. So it really, that whole experience this year, that was at the beginning of the year leading into the springtime. And it really stretched my concept of time. And like, just as a parent of 2 small kids, it's really easy to fall into like, there's no time. We have no time. And we did have time, and we really maximized that tiny chunk of time. And like, it really stretched us. It was really cool. And I think that since then, we haven't really reverted back to TV. We filled
That's
that
probably
time.
good. I understand what you're saying though. Like once you realize what like that hour can be used for and how that can challenges you versus like, not that TV's bad, but it is a different energy. If I come down here and like play guitar or something like that for an hour versus watch a TV show for an hour, it's a very different energy. So yeah, once you realize that like you can use that hour in that way to then go back to watching TV and scrolling on your phone at the same time, it's like, I want to stay away from that. That's really easy. That's really comfortable. And like, I'm going to choose comfort pretty easily. So I should not easily choose it if I can. Also, performing for kids versus performing for a 300-person room of an album that everyone actually knows, that's a very different, everything about that is different. Because like, granted, if you played me a kid song, I'm like, oh, that's fun. But like, if you're like, hey, I'm getting like, our first dance song was Home Again by Carole King.
For your wedding?
Yeah. Because we did long distance for 2 years. If you guys played Home Again right now, I would have a standard that I wanted.
You
like, that's not the right
dude.
tempo.
Hey, you gotta. That wasn't the correct piano fill. No, I would. Yeah, I would overanalyze every detail of that. Whereas, like, if you play a Daniel Tiger song, I'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, I love that was your first
awesome.
song. That's such
a great
beautiful first song.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. What was your first dance song at your guys' like wedding or ceremony?
We got married in like peak of COVID.
Like still,
we got married at a courthouse.
We got married in a courthouse, and I was
courthouse wedding with no party.
very pregnant.
Oh, okay.
We kind of had
like a few people over, but we didn't do like the whole wedding.
Now that makes sense. Yeah, because you don't want to potentially kill any of your friends and family with a disease. So that's fair.
Exactly.
We got engaged in like end of 2020, so still deep COVID 2020.
Yeah.
We celebrated that engagement by getting pregnant pretty quickly
Congrats.
after that. Yeah. And then we were like pregnant, and then we're like, it's still COVID and like what kind of wedding. And then finally, like 3 weeks before our oldest child was born, we're like, fuck it, let's just get married at the courthouse, which honestly was like really lovely. Like
really nice.
very lovely. So we didn't have a first dance.
But we will.
When we renew our vows.
So we're so in love.
We're still so in love.
I love you guys. I really want you guys to plan a wedding ceremony. Are you guys 4 years into marriage now? 4 or 5 years into marriage? Yeah. So if you guys can go and plan a wedding ceremony so you guys can have your first dance just for that moment, that'd be great. That's because that's what you guys want to do right now, right? Is throw a party.
As an event producer.
You love planning events.
Hey, we're thinking about using Home Again, actually.
Actually, yeah.
I can tell you from experience, solid first dance song. It's about 2 to 3 minutes. You don't really want longer than that to dance to. It's good.
What would you choose, babe?
Yeah, what would your first dance song be besides
We Are the Champions?
Yes! I love it.
Maybe... Didn't you have one? I thought we had it.
You Are So Beautiful.
Joe Cocker version. Okay. I just imagine Mike singing that in your ear the entire time and you've been like, please stop. You are ruining this moment. Please stop.
We'll get back to you when we do our vow.
Thank you. Yeah. I'll make sure, just so you know, I'll figure out the licensing so I can be like an officiant in Seattle or Washington so I can be in charge of it, just so you know. I'll do that.
That feels great.
Yeah, I figured that's what you guys were looking for. That's why you hadn't had it yet, is because you were looking for someone to lead the ceremony and the party. And you're just like, who wants to? No one says yes.
No.
Now you know.
Are you a member of the Universal Church of Life? Or
I will be after this conversation. So that's Googling it on a side screen currently.
Yes.
My brother got like some sort of a online pastorhood.
Did you really?
I think it spans state lines too. I think.
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah.
For the universe. It's universal.
Okay, that's universal.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that include, is that just this galaxy? Like if I meet aliens from a different galaxy, do you think I could marry them as well if I have that accreditation?
Well,
are they not
within
universe?
Like, I mean, all of the galaxies are in the universe, so I think
so it'd be fine. I'm just sorry. It's just I'm new to this world of marrying aliens and the.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like alternate universes, then you might have to get a different certification.
Yeah, but maybe they don't have marriage in an alternate.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, maybe that's just an earthly concept.
It could be.
Yeah, or this timeline.
Oh no. I haven't made you guys talk about Okay, is it bug friend or bug friends?
Bug friend.
Okay, why is it singular, not plural? Friend. Why can I not have more than one friend that's a bug? Because there's millions of bugs.
Well, it's because it's like weird. I am bug friend.
I am bug friend.
And you can also say that.
So when you guys so as if you guys ever want to go solo, if you're like, hey, I need to do the show by myself, because if it's bug friends, you both have to be at the show every time, right?
Yeah.
So you have to, in case you guys need to go solo or go out on your own.
Yeah.
Bug friend.
I
don't know why.
We didn't think about that.
We both were like named Bug at some point in our life, though. We both were like, I taught at an outdoor school in California for a couple years, and I was like, we all had nature names, and so mine was Bug.
Gotcha.
And then Kaylee was called Bug by her family.
By my family, and then when I was like a camper, like at camp, like I was a camp kid, I was Bug.
Yeah.
So my parents called me Bug Friend too, Bug Friend. And so I think that's kind of where that we were both bugs, that we just
and we were friends.
And that we were
friends.
A friend of each other. We never really thought about the no plural or
well, there is so if you look on like Apple Music or whatever, there is a Bug Friends
like with a Z, like SSC.
No,
Z.
Bug Friends.
No, so they're just with a S, and so
that's good.
There is a distinction.
Yeah,
you have to make sure.
Have you guys gotten in any fights with them yet? Like over the
not yet, but we'll
no, we're coming for them
after this podcast. They will. It'll be on their radar though, and I'm aware of that. Yeah,
Bug Friends.
Yeah,
but I don't think they're kids' music. I think they're like different genre.
So
I haven't actually listened to it too much.
We will.
Is it that you're a friend with a bug, or is the bug your friend? Like who's the friend in the scenario? Is the bug the friend, or are you the friend to the bug? Like what's the dynamic?
We've never really thought about the name in this way.
I mean, hopefully both, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm hoping it's both. It's a mutual friendship and it's not one-sided would be great.
Yeah. Can you have a one-sided friendship where you're
You
like,
can. Yes,
Yeah,
you absolutely can. Trust me.
a parasocial relationship where you're
Yeah, no,
friends with
totally.
somebody
Yep.
online and they don't know who
now
you
that you're
are.
mentioning it,
Yeah. No, it's. I'm not saying that I've been in part of one, but it can. I think it can definitely
Yeah,
happen.
no, me
Yeah,
neither.
yeah.
I'm super
Yeah.
normal.
I've never
All
saying
my friends are
totally.
friends.
Yeah, I've never obsessed over a celebrity before ever. Never once.
Never hit anybody up in their DMs.
Never.
You're my friend.
I'm not lonely, but I won't be once you start responding to me. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah. We had a song called Only One Friend.
We could sing it for you right now.
Please do. Yeah, I want an impromptu acapella.
Okay.
Friend.
We better pick a key though. Friend, only one friend. Friend, only one. Friend, only one friend.
Friend, only one friend.
I think I've interviewed a lot of musicians on this podcast, but I think that's the first performance we've had on this podcast. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for being the first.
Super welcome.
Thank you.
That came from COVID times. We
Okay.
recorded an incredible amount of a devastating amount of voice memos of songs just like that. And some of them ended up becoming kids' songs. And some of them just kind of lived only in the voice memo land. And like Mikey just
There's
found
a lot of them that are still in there that I'm like, this will have a use at some point, you know, like I use it as like as a mine in case like, you know, I need to write a song about something. I'm like, do I have anything that'll sort of fit? And I can go through there and like find stuff. And
do you ever keep any of them as a reminder of like, this isn't a good song? Like as if like you want to delete it, but you're like, I'm going to think this again later. And then you remind myself like, this isn't a good option. So don't do it.
Those ones, no.
I'm sure there's plenty of bad options in there.
on our voice memos.
There are some very bad options.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, it's a creative process. Is getting through like this is trash, but now it's out of my system. So let's go to the next one.
Exactly.
But those COVID jams like that had a different like
everything.
They were.
We were drinking a lot.
Yeah.
This is no time to quit drinking, which is actually a really great, a pretty good song. A pretty good drinking song.
Can you make it a sea shanty for all the sailors?
It fully is.
It is already.
Yes.
We need to have Kaylee just do it.
Yeah, for
with
my sailor.
A bottle of wine.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to drink the bottles just because you're holding them.
We played a show once with my old band Curtains for You where it was like a beer fest and they gave us pictures and pictures of beer. They were ostensibly for us, but it was way too much for us. So we started pouring the beer off the stage into people's glasses. Nice. And it was one of my favorite shows that we ever played. It was just ridiculous, but it was totally illegal. And like,
of course,
we totally could have gotten in really big trouble for it. But we had so much fun.
You didn't have what's like the licensing you have to be a server who can pour beer? The ABC
or something like that. Your alcohol permit or your license.
Wow.
Take the test.
No.
Whenever the cops come for you after this episode, I'm really sorry for all the fines that are coming your way.
Yeah, I know. We're just racking them up.
Yeah.
For the 50 listeners. Anyway, but
we love you guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Yeah, right.
So much.
Okay. I want to at least make you talk about Bug Friend a little bit before I wrap up. Tell me about it. What is Bug Friend besides Bug Friend singular?
Yeah, so we're a band that has, 2 permanent members, and sometimes my brother will play drums, and sometimes our buddy John will play bass, and so we can kind of like expand or contract depending on whatever the show calls for.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Kaylee was saying, I've been Mikey the Rad Scientist for years, and like, but also wrote a whole bunch of songs that didn't really fit into that, science genre. So we sort of have used Bug Friend as a place to put all those other songs, plus all the songs that Kaylee writes, and to use as like a collab place for, being creative together.
Yeah.
And we just made an album that's all of the alphabet, like a song for every letter in the alphabet.
Yeah.
Which was a fun, crazy project, but we finished it and put it out, and we're super excited about.
That's good though.
Having it out there in the world and having people listen to it.
Yeah.
And,
that's the story. I mean, I started singing with Mikey and doing Mikey the Rad Scientist shows, and it was like Mikey the Rad Scientist and the crazy girl in the background.
Oh yeah,
like,
and that girl
and her.
Yeah, what's your character here?
Yeah, and I still perform with him when I can. But Bug Friend really was like a place for some of the songs that I was writing and this alphabet project, and just another kind of outlet for us to create children's music. So that's the story.
So that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
When you do children's music, do you guys ever tour, or do you just stay like in Seattle area, play libraries, play festivals, and all that?
So far, just around here for the most part, but we'd love to tour.
We'd love to come to Denver.
Yeah, please do.
Denver.
Just we have a guest room. It's like around the corner.
That's nice. Great. We love that.
After the week after you leave, I'll release a memo that says no more kids under 5.
No Never mind.
Never mind. But it's a different world, because like if you're playing in the Head and the Heart or something like that, you do a tour, you play everywhere and stuff like that. But if you're kids music, it's like, what's like a library, what's a festival, what's a kid focused room, or that people want to come hear kids music perform live.
We are lucky to be in a community and have been in this community for like a long time before either of us were in children's music world, that puts on a couple of great festivals regionally, and they always have children's programming as a part of the festival. So like, that's cool. Like Timberfest is one that we play. We luckily get to play usually every year. And so we need to alternate between it being Mikey the Red Scientist playing or Bug Friend playing now. But that's a cool example of like children's programming being integrated into like an otherwise adult experience. And then, you know, libraries are so special and magical, and you can be playing for 5 kids and their parents, or you can play for 50 kids and their parents. It's kind of like, you never know what you're going to get with the library, but
yeah, I mean, I like playing libraries. It's like, you know, the librarians do all of the promotion, and they all have their own like, you know, communities that are like used to coming there. So it just feels like going into like, you know, some like a nice teacher's classroom, and like, you know, they've got it sort of curated. Yeah, so it's always a good vibe, even in, you know, sometimes it's like she said, sometimes it's like, oh, there's no one here.
There was a show this summer. There was a
all
show.
Right.
We brought our.
We found a kid on the street. We found a family. Yeah, literally. But that was like an outlier, and that librarian didn't necessarily do.
She was
promoted or anything.
She didn't even come out, which was it was outside. She didn't.
And they just stayed inside.
Yeah, usually the librarians are like interactive.
Do you think they were scared of bugs? Like maybe they thought you guys.
We had our kids with us. We don't bring our kids to everything, but we were actually on our way to Timberfest. I think we were on our way to another festival, and so our kids were there. Which
so now
was
we have
an
like a built-in
audience of 2
until they start hating us, which I haven't figured out when that's going to be.
Yes, we don't know when that is.
At 9, they still want my approval so far, so it's not. So I feel like around 11 is whenever I expect church. My oldest just to be like, "Go away. Your jokes aren't funny."
So we got about 6.5 more years.
Okay, good. Yeah.
But there was truly like, it was in a tiny rural town. And there was like something else happening in the town. So even the town, like an event somewhere else.
I've played in that town before with like.
It felt like a ghost.
Hundreds of people have come to shows.
Yes. Yeah. But that day, it felt like a ghost town. And then we saw one family, a family of 3 walking down the road. And we're like,
hey, you guys want to come to a music show?
Come on, we're really cool. And they were
great.
They were awesome, and they fully engaged. And it was like their 3 kids
awesome.
and our 2 kids. And we're like, all right, well.
This is fun. This is the gig today. Here we go.
Yeah. Still got paid.
That's cool. That ain't bad.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of times, like there's just like those things just end up being the thing that was supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, otherwise, I feel like you just get really bitter and cynical. Like, I feel like that's the other option. Like to be like, I only played to my kids and a random family I saw. Like, you can get really mad about that, but I don't feel like that energy really helps me in any way. It's really easy to be angry, so I try not to be.
Yeah.
It's kind of like restaurant shows or bar shows like that, where you're, you know, you can either choose to be like, I'm background music and no one cares. Or you can be like, this is just a sharpening. This is just a part of my 10,000 hours of being a musician. And
totally. Also like, you know, I've played shows before where I'm like, oh God, nobody cares. Nobody's listening.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm going to do my thing. And then afterwards, somebody will come up and be like, you know, man, that song, like, what was that? Like, that changed my life. Like, you know, like literally one of the songs I played with my brother at one point, like, you know, a couple years later, somebody was like, you played that song, like, kept me from, you know, wanting to go kill myself or something.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Wow.
That was a show
at like
where you thought people were talking over you, and you thought that nobody was connected.
Yeah. So, you know, you never know.
Never know.
Music is weird.
No, it is.
Do you play live music too, or?
I don't. I went to Belmont for like undergrad, which is like a big music school in Nashville. And everyone there was so like, what's our next band? How are we going to write? Like everyone was so intense about everything. And I was like, I'm just going to play along to these Josh Ritter songs by myself alone and enjoy this. So, I mean, like I could, but it's a different energy. Like working the crowd, getting people involved and stuff like that is very, very different than just like strumming a guitar at home alone. So it makes me more nervous than energized to think about it. Doesn't mean I shouldn't do it and stretch myself in that way. But yeah, if right now you're like, go play a song in front of other people, my like perfectionist tendencies would show through too much. And it's not that fun for me. So
I'll do that too. Especially when it's adult. If I'm playing music for adults, I'm like, well, I don't deserve to be here. I have to literally be like, okay, shut up.
Yeah.
You're good. Stop. You're fine. You know, take a breath, do your thing. And like, you know, yeah, you deserve to be here. It's okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. You don't have to apologize for existing.
It took me a long time to figure that out though, playing live. Like, you know, like, when we were kids, I used to be like, okay, I need to drink like 5 beers before I go on stage. And then like,
man,
I realized, I'm messing up. And it's like, oh, maybe don't drink 5 beers before you go on stage.
I did a call with the guy who plays keyboards for Jason Isbell, if you know his music at all. And he said he's sober now because for years that's what he would do is he would have like 3 drinks before going on stage because he had stage fright. And now he's just like, you know what? What's the community around me? I'm out here to play some music. Like, this is my job. Like, he treat it more like it's weird to treat something that's artistic and creative as like a job and have that be helpful. Cause I would think that would put like restraints on it where I'd limit my creativity. But he's like, nope, this is your job. You go out there, you play keys, you enjoy it. You've got community around you. People love you. You don't need to have 3 drinks to do this job. And if you need 3 to 4 drinks to do your job, you need a different job.
Yeah. When you're, you know, it takes a while to come to that. I don't think I got it, in my early 20s. Like,
neither did I.
I think Derry's in his 40s. So yeah, no, I'm not. He's not like that's a more recent thing for him. But
the culture too with shows like that is just like, here are your drink tickets. Here, you know, it's like the culture also is pretty toxic around alcohol and performing, and here it's pushed on you. But that's why we love an 11 a.m. kids show.
Yeah, we just have like a couple martinis.
Just have a couple of beers and go on stage.
Then it's mimosas instead of hard liquor, and it's much kinder on the system.
Exactly, get some orange juice.
No, the kids are so free, like, and kids are so. Like,
I have like zero stage fright.
Yeah, you're so in your element with kids' performances. You're so.
That's so cool.
Natural, and I feel maybe like I have a little bit more of like.
Oh yeah, you get nervous.
I get a little nervous with kids shows versus like adult shows. I don't feel as much nerves. I feel it's easier to be like authentic. And I think I've gotten better performing over the years for kids, and then having kids of my own and like kind of being like, oh yeah, I don't have to try so hard.
Yeah, this is the energy. They're just excited to be there. They're excited like for them to see someone play guitar and sing a song. Almost everyone's like, whoa, that's amazing. It's not a 40-year-old guy sitting there being like, I don't like this lyric. I didn't relate to that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're so free and they're so like loving and kind. And also when they're not loving and kind, they're so
it's great.
So real about it. Where they're like, I didn't like that song, or when you sing that thing, like I didn't like it. Yeah. Which I'm like, I love that.
It's just hilarious honesty at all times.
Yes.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Okay, I'm going to, because we've talked for like an hour, I'm going to start wrapping the episode down. Just so you know.
Okay, let's.
Okay, so I don't. Was that dialing it back or dialing it up? I'm not sure.
To us, it looked like dialing it up.
Did you do a fist bump?
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know where to put my hand.
I don't know either. Are we pirate? Like, is that like Captain Planet? Anyway,
love him.
I don't know.
Love him.
Anyway, how I end every episode is ask every guest a series of 5 questions. Okay, so first question. This one's kind of for both of you, and the other ones I'll try to make it so you both can have your own individual answer. Did you have any backup names for your kids? Like, did you have any names you almost named your kids? Mike is looking for confirmation of what he may or may not know or remember.
I don't remember.
I don't.
Anything.
I do not recall.
About the last couple of years.
Do not recall. No, we kind of knew. We had backup middle names.
Okay, what were your backup middle names?
Well, May.
She wanted to name Maggie. So we have one that Magdala. She wanted to name her Maggie May, and I was like, "Don't name a baby Maggie May. There's like only bad Maggie Mays in music. It's like either like
Beatles,
dirty Maggie,
Beatles, yeah,
like Maggie May or
the Cougar in the Rod,
Rod
Stewart song. Our oldest named our youngest.
Really?
She kept going. It's Anna. It's Anna. And then at some point you were like, maybe it's Anna. And then so we're like, it's Anna.
Became Anna.
Anyways, not a lot of backup names, some backup middle names, but there you go.
That's awesome.
Real deep dive.
Some people are like, oh, it's my great grandma's maiden, blah, blah, blah. But other people are like, I don't know, thought this one sounded good. So I was one with it.
Those both are like
Great
grandma's names.
Are they really?
Great grandma middle name for our oldest. And then both of us randomly have great grandmas. I guess there's great grandmas that are Annas.
It's all grandmas all the way down.
Grandmas all the way down.
For life.
Yeah. Another great pod.
Yes. Can this all be under your LLC of?
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Come on in.
Thank you.
You can have some insurance.
Next question. Do you have a favorite TV dad and favorite TV mom?
Oh, yeah. I like Bandit from Bluey currently. You know, I mean, he's great. And sometimes if I'm feeling, grumpy or whatever, I have to like channel Bandit a little bit, Yeah. I mean, they do a great job with him because he's real and he's funny and creative and he has his own life too. He's not just like there for the kids 100, like all the time, but he's always there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. He's always down. Whatever game they want to play, he's always willing to do it. And that's like, no, Dad, I'm not like that. Like that's impossible to be willing to play any game at any moment. Like I try, but like probably in the middle of like putting my dishes in there, like you're a dinosaur, and I'm like, rawr, I almost dropped the plate. This is great.
Yeah.
Bluey's only 7 minutes long, so I'm sure he's doing some other stuff.
Yeah, when he's not,
you only get 7 minutes of.
You only get 7.
So you don't know how he is
when he's not on camera.
Yeah,
when he's not on camera.
That's the hell out of here, kids! Come on, go.
Yeah,
it's the real Bandit is a documentary that'll come out in 5 years from now.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Was he drinking a Foster's in that? Was he? Yeah.
I'm a Danny Tanner. I'm gonna go with Danny Tanner.
Oh, he's fun.
I just grew up. I grew up with the Full House, and a whole squad of dads. Really, we'll include the Uncle Jesse's and the Uncle Joey's.
Yeah, some good guys.
Good guys.
Yeah.
Good squad. Good squad. What about Mom? TV Mom could be even not a children's program.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a children's program. Just in general.
Mom. June Cleaver.
I told you he was old at the top of the podcast.
So old, I didn't realize he was archaic. God.
Oh, yes. It was Mabel Merriweather from the radio series.
I'm glad you guys were both radio announcers in a past life. Apparently in the 20s, you were carnival barkers.
Do you not have a mom?
Favorite mom? I don't know.
TV mom?
No,
it has to be TV, though?
It can be movie. You can do movie as well. You can expand it. Fictional character mother.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm John Blank. What about you?
The mom from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Sally Fields character.
Recently saw a thing of her getting mad at him for throwing that party in the house where the donkey was in the house. Yeah. And she was like, what the hell? And it was like how her character makes a lot more sense as a mom.
Yeah.
And I think she did a great job in that film.
That one is my favorite to watch as an adult now. Because if you watch it as a dad now, I'm like, if I would have done any of the shit that Robin Williams is doing in this movie, I should be divorced. The only time I show up for my kids is whenever I dress up in drag. That's not that's not being a present father. It is, but I could have taken some better steps to get here.
Yeah.
It's problematic.
And then stepmom alert, Julie Andrews' character in Sound of Music.
Well, yeah.
She becomes their stepmom.
I mean,
does she?
Yeah, they get married and then they do the performance at the end when they're running and they have to hide from the Nazis.
Isn't she too perfect though? I mean, is there anything wrong with her at all?
There's a whole song about how do you solve a problem like Maria. She's got her imperfections.
But what was the problem?
She was a flibbity gibbet, a clown.
Oh yeah, when you put it that way, now I remember, dear. Wonderful,
the
wonderful.
The old flibbity gibbets.
In a wave along the sand, Okay, but do you have a mom now?
No.
Come on. I'm not a TV mom.
It's
you.
What about Star Trek? Are there any mother figures in Star Trek?
Lots of Troy.
Oh God,
we don't
not Troy. Although Troy was a mom brief, like Deanna Troy became a mom.
Deanna Troy became a mom
briefly in one episode, and she did a pretty good job.
She did.
Oh, you know who's great? Beverly Crusher. Beverly Crusher is a good mom. She's a doctor. She's the mom of Wesley Crusher, who's like the whiz kid.
Yeah, I've known nothing about Star Trek.
Beverly Crusher. That's a great one.
Beverly Crusher.
Good job. That's even better than so.
There's actually a punk band in Seattle called Beverly Crusher.
Yeah. Is there really?
Yeah.
That's a solid punk name.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
All right, next question.
What's your go-to replacement curse word? Like if you want to curse, but you feel like you shouldn't. What do you say?
I say fudge.
Do you?
But I did say frickin' yesterday to May.
Frickin'.
I said frickin' in front of May, and you were
May says frickin' too because of you. So.
Yeah. Your hands are frickin' dirty. And then you were like, Kaylee.
You can't say frickin'.
Kaylee,
so I'm a frickin', a fudge.
Okay.
I think I kind of make up like
flippity gibbet.
Yeah, flippity gibbet.
Remember
Sometimes I'll just be like,
dude.
More sound effects?
Oh yeah,
dude,
sound effects. I do say dude. Yeah.
He says
dude
in this way that our kids thought that dude was a bad word.
What the dude?
Like dude. And so they thought dude was a bad word.
Yeah. I've been known to take the Lord's name in vain too.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
I drop D sometimes, and I feel the Catholic part of me.
The Catholic guilt gets to you.
Yeah.
You say some Hail Marys afterwards or whatever.
You usually say it kind of under your breath too, though.
The Hail Marys under my breath.
No.
Yeah. You lean in heavy to the curse word, but the repentance, you just kind of go, I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah. Those are our swears. We're pretty, pretty,
sometimes we say real swear words too.
We're really, and
that's okay.
And not in a out of anger, out of just lack of
self-censorship. Somehow our kids know that you're not supposed to say that stuff at school.
Yeah.
I don't know.
May's starting to know.
She knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
She knows the swear words, and she says, you shouldn't say that.
You shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say stupid, and you shouldn't say idiot, which is in all of the Disney movies.
It is
used a ton, which is
it must be so hard to create conflict in a child's story without making someone be mean or demonizing, because you have to make someone create conflict, and that's usually by doing things that aren't nice or polite. So you have to be like, this person's an idiot. Oh, that guy's a bad person. Got it.
Yeah.
That's what we know about that.
Next question. Next question. Hey, what's your favorite kids toy or activity? What's something you really enjoy doing with your kids?
Toy or activity? Kids toy activity. I love gardening with the kids.
Do you?
Yeah, when they're out there just they've kind of been gardening since they were baby infants, and so they're starting they're really good. May can identify, she's 4, but she knows all the plants in the garden. She knows what they are and which ones are not okay to mess with and which ones are good, and so she can be out there and just it's just really sensory and really beautiful.
And Anna's a really good helper.
Yeah, Anna's she's a good garden helper too. What about toy though? Do you have a toy? I like the just blocks and magnet tiles. Magnet
tiles are awesome. Yeah.
Things that you can just kind of create randomly with.
Nice.
I like
they're fun.
We're just getting into Barbie, pony, figurines, kind of that sort of imagination play. I like that. I like a chaotic craft. I like to set up a chaotic craft and then walk away from it.
That's part of the reason why I don't like her.
Wait a second.
I set you up to fail
no matter
so bad.
How many crafts there are, I'm always the one that
you're always the one cleaning it. Yeah.
I'm hey, we want to do a super fun craft, and then I'll get it going, and then I'll be like,
see ya.
Drop the glitter bomb.
Maybe not a glitter.
No, but I did buy glitter recently for her birthday, and then you were like, no.
Outside only. Outside only.
I put it up high, and she doesn't even know that we have it. She's gonna listen to this pod.
She is, yeah. She's our number 1 listener. I forgot to tell you.
She's gonna be like, "Well, glitter?
Stop being such a flippity gibbet.
Give over the glitter."
A frickin' flippity gibbety. I hope you say that in anger sometime soon, Mikey. I hope you just go, "Oh, frickin' flippity gibbety." Okay, last question. Do you want sincere or do you want silly? Which one do you want?
Sample.
Sure, but that then makes it 6 questions.
We're okay with that if you are.
Wow.
And it
Okay,
makes
cool.
it 12 answers.
That's
Can the
true.
audience
Yeah.
handle it?
And the audience clearly, I've been getting messages this whole time of like, we need 12 answers.
They've been waiting.
That's right. Okay. First question. You've kind of already answered this. What is your least favorite kids show? I know you said Daniel Tiger and Super Kitties. Is there anything else, or do you want that to be your answer?
That's my final answer.
Mm.
Yeah, no. At first I couldn't stand Miss Rachel, but then I was like, oh, actually, I kind of like her. She's actually
okay.
You know what I mean? Once I got what she's doing, I was like, she's cool. Yeah,
it's a real time and a place too. That one.
And when you kind of got to tune into it, you know, I probably would like Daniel Tiger more if I like actually like watched it. But it's like if I'm putting on a show, it's because I have to go do the dishes or something. You know?
Yeah.
If I'm engaging in that show with them, then I can find something.
It's different if I put a show on for my kids because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go clean something, and I'm tired of you guys uncleaning it as I clean it. I'm like, you guys watch whatever. If it entertains you, that's great. Versus like, I have to watch this too. That's gonna be a different show.
Totally. Yeah, that's mine.
I like them all.
Even Super Kitties. Super Kitties is so bad.
I like how much they like Super Kitties.
Okay. That's a solid answer.
Like,
okay.
Chaos in the air.
Ugh.
Super Kitties. I think.
Just give me that cheese.
Yeah, I think. Is it the best? No.
I'm so glad you agree with me on that.
Super Kitties hurts. It hurts to watch.
I am sad that I put it into the TV thinking it wasn't a real show, because then we never would go down this path.
Wait until your kids are older, because like at your kids' age, you can still be like, we don't have that show. Like that doesn't exist. My kids don't. My kids are too smart for that now. They'll be like, no, we want to watch Jessie. We want to watch these random old sitcom-y Disney shows. And I'm like, these all suck. And they're like, we know we have it. We have Disney Plus. And I'm like, flibbity gibbet.
No, back in the Jimmy Kimmel crisis, we were like, maybe we should just get a DVD player.
Yeah.
And then this is all we have.
Yeah.
I don't know. They'll find ways though. They'll probably like figure out how to use the internet.
They'll figure out how to use
the interwebs, the World Wide Web.
I guess I just don't really have a least favorite show.
That's okay. You don't have to. That's fine. Okay, last question. What's like a moment of your kid's life you're excited to see them, like a moment you're excited to see them like experience or for them to be a part of? Like as you think of your girls getting older, is there any moment where like, man, that'd be really cool. I can't wait till they enter into this phase of life.
I think like being able to go hiking and camping
like
is
for real.
Like like get some distance and get some, get out and set up somewhere really cool, seeing nature in like in the big way, like like you guys have in Denver, really close by, and we have lots of mountains here too.
Yep.
I want to take them to the mountains. I'm stoked for that.
Yeah. They like camping as it is, but they haven't done they can't hike.
No, we've all done like car camping and like going on a walk with them, and just like Anna at this point is like, yeah. So, I'm looking forward to that. What about you, Kaylee?
I'm excited for them to play music.
Yeah,
or dance, or like do plays, or like Maggie just started doing dance class.
I'm excited to force them into piano lessons.
I'm excited to make them.
And violin.
They're going to be child stars.
Yeah.
Live vicariously through them is what I'm most hopeful for as they get older.
Push them until something that's so pure and it becomes so unenjoyable. I'm excited to see them find their things, whatever their things are. And, they both like storytelling and they like performing and dancing, and they have sung with us on stage once in a while.
That's cool.
So cute. Or like when Maymay did harmony with us at that one show, and we're like, this? Like, I'm excited to see them kind of discover what they're and go to their shows or their plays or their games. We have sports kids and we don't know what to do with them, but I'm just excited to see them kind of like become more themselves and then get to do their things, because they are really supportive right now of our things. Seeing us perform and play, and like I'm excited to support them in that.
Yeah. And it does feel so different, because when your kids are that young, it's like you kind of tell them what they like for a lot of it. It's not like your kids aren't choosing to go to a show that you guys play at a library. It's kind of like, you got to come. Whereas like, my older daughters are like getting into like Harry Potter and book series, and like my middle child likes soccer. And like, I'm like, oh, I think you're actually choosing this, as opposed to me telling you to choose this. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's like identity, personality. And I want this to be like a building block where you actually like know what you want out of your life, as opposed to me telling you what you want out of your life, because I hate that responsibility of being like, you want this, right? And it's like, nah, I want them to be able to decide. I want them to be able to choose on their own.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, and just to give them a like foundation of like this is what I think is cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe you like it too, or, you know, like, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. It's like, you guys will like the Talking Heads, right? Like you guys will enjoy this song, right? Okay, cool. I'm just going to keep listening to it and hope that one day you remember this song associated with me. So that'll be fun.
I have been trying to like play all the, you know, like while they can't fight, I'm playing them all the Beatles and Talking Heads and all the Pogues and whatever, you know, all the stuff.
I get it. Other thing, just a moment for self-promotion. If we want to find out more about your music, your Instagram, anything like that, like do some self-promotion, you know?
I'll take it from here.
Thank you.
You can find Bug Friend, singular, not plural, on all of the places at Bug Friend Official. So that's on Instagram, we're Bug Friend Official, TikTok, we're Bug Friend Official, and our website is bugfriend.cool. COOL. And our debut album, Alphabops, is out now in all of the places where albums are. The YouTubes, the Spotify, the Apple iTunes, all of it. Deezer?
What? Are you on Tidal?
We're on Tidal. We're on
Whoa!
Deezer. We're on
I always want to say Deezer.
Deezer. No, we're not gonna say that. That's why I'm doing.
Hey, Mikey, do you want 2 CDs for free?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. You knew the joke. To CDs nuts. Okay, sorry. Glad we're both still 16-year-old boys. That's good to know. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And then Mikey the Red Scientist is, you can listen to his incredible body of work. Mikey the Red Scientist. Exclusively on Deezer.
Only. You have a specific contract worked out.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. They really take care of me.
They really do. No, Mikey the Red Scientist, you've got 2 albums out on the internet, on Deezer, on Tidal, and you are working on a 3rd album with the Seattle Aquarium, which is really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Every year we've done a show with them at the New Year, and Mikey gets commissioned to write songs about very specific animals and megafauna and minor fauna. Microfauna.
That's not really the word.
Is it? No, it's not.
I mean,
what's a non-megafauna? A microfauna? A mini-fauna? Anyways, it's an album that will have a bunch of songs about a bunch of different kind of animals, most of which can be found at the Seattle Aquarium. So that's our next project.
We did the Seattle Aquarium for the first time ever this summer.
So you saw the new place.
We were like in August. So or like late July, early August. Yeah.
Did you you got to go to the Ocean Pavilion, like the one across the street?
I think so. Yeah. That seems right. Yeah. I don't know what's new or not. It was the first time I was there. I know we saw river otters, sea otters. It was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I went with my kids. I didn't go by myself, just to clarify.
You can.
I mean, I'd do it. I'd go.
That's a great place.
They gave us the membership, so like I never got. I was like considering going by myself, but I never had the time. You know. Because like kids sometimes would go too fast, and I'm like, I want to actually.
This is actually pretty cool. This is a cool exhibit. Can I stay here?
I want to check this thing out.
Yes. Anyway, appreciate it. Thanks for being a good hang. If you guys are ever in Denver area, let me know.
Yeah, likewise. Let's be friends.
Kind of want to go to
be friend.
Let's be friends.
You can only, but that would imply you can only be a friend with me, and the rest of my family has to be like. Are they allowed to be friend with you also?
They can also be friend individually.
Yeah, individually.
On an individual basis. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, seriously. If you're out here, let me know.
Yeah,
cool. Perfect. Right. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the episode. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at the Imperfect Dads Podcast. And make sure to give us 5 stars wherever you listen to us. Music, editing, and production is all done by me. Make sure to tune in on Mondays and most Thursdays for new episodes. This podcast is part of the Never a Phase Network. Make sure to go to neveraphasenetwork.com to learn more about them.